Hey, salud amigo. Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Bob. Today I'm preparing carne guisada with arroz blanco. That's beef stew with mixed vegetables and white rice. All right, so let's get started. These are your basic ingredients. Ajo, green bell pepper, sazon, which is a mix of condiments. You can get this at the local supermarket. Red onions, mixed vegetables, white rice, and your meat. Carne de res. All right, so let's get started because I'm hungry. What about you, Pete?
Oh, man, I can't wait.
I'm starving. All right.
I remember my phone call, man. Okay.
All right, so I'm pouring some oil. My pot is getting nice and hot. So we have ajo. First thing we're going to start off. Put that ajo in there. Very simple. I got my green bell pepper. I have my sazon. Again, this is a mixed condiment. You can get it at your local supermarket in the Spanish section, okay? This actually is gonna give you a flavor and also a coloring on your meat. Okay, so we have our garlic, our green bell pepper, and our sazon, okay, on our oil. And let me bring some onions around here. We have our red onions. Just throw that in there. All right, so now I'm gonna add my adobo, which is actually a substitute for salt. It's another Spanish seasoning. Again, you can find it at your local supermarket. It's basically a mix of condiments with salt, black pepper. So that's pretty much just gonna substitute my salt. All right, so I'm gonna cut my potato. Normally I just wash it. I don't peel the potatoes. I like the flavor. Also, vitamins and proteins are actually on the potato. All right, so I'm pretty much done here cutting my potatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer that over to my pot along with my mixed vegetables. All right, so we have our mixed vegetables, we have our potatoes, we have our garlic, our green bell pepper. Already added my sazon, which was gonna give me my reddish color, and my adobo, which is gonna give me my flavor. Okay. We're gonna let that sit there for a minute and a half. Once it comes to a boil, then we're gonna go ahead and drop our meat. All right, so I'm just gonna cut up my meat, small little cubes. Meat is already clean. Again, this is your local supermarket. Never throw away, never cut away the fat. Fat pretty much gives you your flavor. Again, this is a simple dish. For a simple life, this dish pretty much is 45 minutes. Get home, you're tired. This is something you could actually prep again in 45 minutes. All right, so let's get started with the rice. 2 cups of rice. This is my first cup. My second cup, 2 cups of water. All right, so we have our veggies almost done. Nice and red. All right, so I'm pouring my oil. I don't want my rice to stick. All right, so I have my veggies going. They're pretty much done. I also have my pot of rice. For you folks out there, and I've been asked this so many times, Rob, how do you make rice? Very simple. You have, get 1 cup of rice, and for every cup of rice, 1 cup of water. Add a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, and then when you set it on your burner, make sure it's actually, you keep it on low, okay? Just let it cook. I mean, it takes approximately at least 15 to 20 minutes, okay? All right, so I'm ready to go ahead and transfer my meat into my pot. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop a cup of water in here. So I added my cup of water. I have my meat in there. I have all my spices, my vegetables. I'm just gonna go ahead and stir this up. And then just let it sit here. I'm gonna bring up the heat to medium, cover it up, and give it at least 20-25 minutes. All right, so now I'm just gonna pour in a little bit of white vinegar. Gives a little kick. Hey, you like vinegar? All right, that should do it. All right, so I just pour a little splash of white vinegar. I'm gonna go ahead and cover these pots up. And I'll be back in 25 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna check on my rice. It looks good. Just gonna toss this around a little bit. Again, 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water, some oil, and if you like, you could drop some salt on it, pinch of salt. All right, so let me check on my beef. Oh, looking good. Pete, eat your heart out, baby. Look at that.
I can't wait to eat this.
Look at that.
That's beautiful. Oh, let me get closer to that.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
All right, relax, relax.
Oh, man.
All right, we're gonna come back again. We're gonna give it 15 minutes. All right, so our food is done. Our rice is done. Our beef stew is done. All right, so our rice is done. I'm using this little bowl. You might wonder what I'm trying to do. Actually, I'm trying to go a little bit fancy in the serving of the rice, okay? So I'm just gonna pour a couple of spoons into my bowl. Relax, Pete, relax. All right, I got my rice on the bowl. I just flipped it over, sitting on the plate. Voila! That looks fancy, huh? All right, Pete. All right, I'm gonna pour some beef on my plate. Look at that, Pete. Madre mia.
Can I get another camera? I gotta eat this now.
Oh no, you stay put, buddy. Oh, is that enough, Pete?
That's enough. That's it. Show's over. I'm time to eat.
All right. And there you have it, folks. Carne guisada con vegetales, arroz blanco y aguacate. Beef stew with white rice and avocados. Buen provecho, and I'll see you next time on Bob's Kitchen.